Well, I didn't eat Trace, you know, I get fueled by Counter-Strike. That is what keeps me going, and we got a lot more of that where that comes from. So, third map of this series. Harry, you're looking full, you're looking ready to go. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, and I'm ready to head on in to map number 3. I just had some vegetable paella. It was...
Can't even say the goddamn word.
I like to think I can. Although maybe not. I don't know. I'm not good with pronunciation. But one thing I like to think I'm not awful at is saying words sometimes, which is pronunciations. Never mind, never mind. Imperial over here towards this B-bomb site. They're setting up for this play early on. KNG is here, and he's someone that the analysts highlighted I think could show up in this series alongside the likes of Zan. Let's see if he lives up to the hype that's been generated around him, as he does manage to grace the scoreboard early. The two players that we mentioned showing up in this pistol round. Now Zan has been dispatched off KNG, trying to do what he can, and ooh, it's an awkward fight inside the bomb site, but Showtime finally able to win that out, and now Tifa topples Yell. Suddenly it's Cello and Destiny in a 2-on-2.
This bomb still out on the bench. Tifa's dropped Destiny. It's Cello trying to watch his cross, trying to stop that bomb from getting down on the site, but Showtime's coming for the repeat. Wide face from him, and Tifa's going to be able to double up. It's 4 kills in the pistol round for Tifa. Not a man who's had these multi-kills in the pistol before. We've had seemingly someone new every single time, but stepping up to the mark for Imperial, taking their pistol round under their hand. And now this T-side starting things off strongly as well, so INTZ now left with the decision to force buy. Whether or not they want to go for that, we will see. It seems like a full eco for them, as they want to get the third round buy nice and early on and get rid of that bonus round.
Now, one thing I'm curious, as we head into what should be a clean round for Imperial, this is one where we really can't afford to talk about stuff. Just going to be this A execution. And I'm curious, Hugo, because, we heard the desk. They both said they think INTZ takes this series now 2-1. What way do you see this going? Because I'm going to disagree with the two analysts. I think Imperial pick this up. They've impressed me thus far.
I mean, it depends who steps up. I think majorly so, right? We had Zan being a crucial piece on that first map, and he was a large reason as to why the CT side was so dominant for INTZ. Now, if he's lacking here, and if we don't have someone like KNG to fill his place, I feel like, yeah, there's a very good chance Imperial could find that win. Because while there's not been, the same exceptional outlier on these games for Imperial, they've all just seemingly been doing their part. And that's great, obviously having a little more team than there's no I in team, Harry.
There is no no. There's no I in team. I'll give you that. But yeah, I mean, that was a very nice way of dodging the question.
Yeah.
But now I have to ask you, where does your money lie in this matchup, Hugo? Imperial or INTZ? Are you going to side with the analyst desk or with me, your longest, oldest friend?
I definitely think a Brazilian team will win this map, Harry. It's looking likely.
Brilliant. Right, we can always rely on you.
Absolutely not.
Well, let's see. At least now you're not going to be wrong. There's always that. Then again, someone who's never wrong is also maybe never right.
No, I'll be right. A Brazilian team will win this game.
Yeah, right. Look, here's Yell. He's looking all right, and he's all left because he sits side of the apartments right now. Ooh, he's lucky. He's lucky as Yell. The smoke going to extinguish that Molotov, and going to continue the luck. Finds another man in through the smoke. He's on 3 kills, by the way. Not that you would know it, because he hasn't seen anyone yet. Finally sees his first man as he picks up his 4th kill in that round, and that will be INTZ. Finding a rifle round early on here.
Yeah, pretty dominant one up in the apartments. The Orgs again reigning supreme. It's like Overpass all over again. Getting that early buy was definitely worth it. As now Imperial, I mean, look at their cash. You can't see it just yet, but it's pretty poor. They've got 2 AKs, 2 pistols, and a Galil. For what could be a reset round from them, however. That being said, with this buy not looking too likely, KNG straight away AWP into middle. The Molotov to cut off a window smoke if it were to come down, and he's going to be late peeking this one. Actually not peeking at all. So late, he's left. Cello's taken 1 through the smoke in middle. And INTZ at least kicking things off with a man advantage. Double nade to window, but KNG, as noted, had already fallen out.
Oh, that was actually a triple nade. They really put a lot in that one portion of the map. But yeah, you're bang on. They've already rotated the man out of that position. Cello's not too keen on the idea of getting caught out. Showtime and DZT, they have to trade off of one another. And, oh, perfect flash. Tifa throws that one in. And this is what I've been loving about Imperial. Every peek you see these guys take, it is accompanied by a flashbang. Now this is where I do get upset, because then you've got the individual talent over on the side of INTZ, clawing them back into this round. Ooh, Destiny just gonna miss that timing. Up and down like a bungee. Destiny drop, Tifa finds him, and now 2-on-3. They don't have to commit to this A-bomb. It's like the man who could cause some problems is Yell.
He's cutting off this rotating with one player low as well. This is going to be easy for Yell. Both kills, catches out the high HP player first as well, which is the most important part. 2 rounds now for INTZ as they bounce back and put it onto the eco here for the likes of Imperial. And these CT sides haven't been the stronger of the two for INTZ in the past, so for them to start here in the third map is definitely going to be leaning in their favor in a big way. Even though I wouldn't say Mirage is necessarily a heavily CT-sided map anymore, it's pretty equal. It does come down to the matchup more often than not. And this has been pretty back and forth, pretty damn close. Seeming like a fast A burst with these pistols though. Bomb plant is the intention.
It is the intention, but will they get away with it? The issue they're going to have is Destiny here, but DZT plugging in those numbers. Bomb goes down, goal achieved. KNG with 4 though, padding stats, building confidence, and he's certainly not the man who's ever been known to be too shy of confidence. It's a bit of a worrying start for Imperial as they have been feeding the beast over on the side of INTZ. By on the horizon, at least for the Imperial side, and rifles out across the board. Interesting to note, not going to be electing to grab an AWP. Haven't been all too keen on really showing that, though. I mean, we saw ZQK picking up every now and again, Showtime as well. But they have shown they are just a team that can run this 5-rifle setup, and they feel very comfortable with that.
I mean, if you look at it as well, Overpass, they had no money the entire game, so rarely able to pull it up, across the entire map. T-side, Inferno, not really a necessity. And the CT side, they had the double AWP from time to time, as you say, but yeah, fine with the rifles, no issue. If they get a free one, I'm sure they'll take it. They've got a couple of kills at least. DZT won't be ready for the man behind him in the boost. But it will at least mean Imperial do have the man advantage and a lot of information to play with as well. A is looking uncovered. The question mark is Destiny down on ramp. Yell losing his battle. Showtime is on a tear. He's taking the AWP. Now Destiny can still cut off this bomb, but it's playing extremely patient in the spawn.
Oh no, they've somehow got back into this round. Oh, that's B. That's a site secured. Showtime's got it. This rotation coming in from Destiny, but he's only got 19 HP. Showtime already posted up on the angle. Now, he's one shot away from death as well. Oh, timing. That's when I'd be throwing in the report. ZQKS is able to get the trade. You always hate that. You hold an angle for an, literally 30 seconds. You haven't moved. You haven't even touched your keyboard. Haven't even thought about it. And, then it creeps in your head. Okay, maybe he's coming somewhere else. And then the second you unscope, oh. Well, never mind. Thing for me, the difference between these two teams is Imperial. I think they're going to be a much more consistent force than this INTZ roster, right? We see them, they flash each other, they set each other up in positions, and that allows you to be consistent, right? Because you're playing off of one another. INTZ, it does feel like they rely on individuals a hell of a lot more, and while that's been working right now, because it is a very skilled roster with a lot of talent on it, you do wonder how consistent that can be. In this round, ZQKS has already been dealt with. It's a 4-on-4 with Imperial. Still 2 players over here at ramp. Looking like they maybe want to try and go for this A-split, because you do have DZT up in top mid, Showtime in the apartment, so you can look to wrap round in through lower tunnels, try and take control of mid with DZT. That does look to be the case, but CT's been left open and Cello is there.
Yeah, just waiting, but he's so low, he might have to wait for that bomb plant. INTZ could spring this trap from the spawn with 3 players in position, but the issue is so much of the other map left open. This connector could be crawled. Could even get a boost in window potentially up from the short position, but Now INTZ starting to double back, not convinced that this is an A play after all. DZT does come through from the window, but there is Zand in CT to watch out for that cross, watch out for that wrap. And it may be needed. 35 seconds, this bomb coming out of the palace now, and DZT spotted, but oh my god, KNG just through the wall. He finds both.
What do you even do against that? What do you even do against KNG? I mean, this is where it's been falling apart for Imperial. They're able to do wondrous things in the beginning and mid-round. It's when it gets down to that slog at the end, when your utility has run out, that we see them go for some rather questionable decisions. You think about round prior as well. They were sitting in a 4v2, right? They're able to win that out, but you saw two individual peaks come into play as split at either bomb site, allowed INTZ to pull it back into a 2-on-2. Similarly here, they have control of the bomb site. They try and push in towards CT, and for a team that, you know, I certainly keep on praising about playing off of each other so well. You know, even Chad mentioned that briefly on the desk. It does feel so odd that right at the end, that's when it almost seems to crumble for this Imperial side. Now they've gone with this force buy in this round. I believe they were down on the double eco anyway. They've made a decision to go for the buy. Question now becomes, what can they get done with it?
Such a heavy B setup here for INTZ. They're very prepared for the idea of a forced B rush. So far not looking like the play though. Mid control going to be taken and two players out the underpass as well. Could always come back to that late B play up through Cat, but no one in the apartments, it definitely doesn't hint towards that. One man in the palace will be able to take the pressure off while they push up into this A bomb site, and the boost coming through as well. Now, they're going to play this delayed, not immediately go through, and knowing that with INTZ giving up this much mid-control, there's no way they're not watching window from somewhere, and that is CT spawn with Destiny in play. So this can be a nice catch later in the round that might surprise these INTZ guys as now this push comes through. No utility for the CT spawn, though. That Molotov will cut off the point of the cross, and actually KNG, he should have just seen a player go there. He actually didn't, but that bomb going to go down regardless, close on the site. With a player in Palace as well, this is a very good situation for Imperial, but they don't have the weaponry to contend, so first man already getting picked off. This boost still here in the form of Showtime. Now we're going to have this retake.
Oh. Showtime dispatched, and ZQKS follows, and this does just leave DZT. Now Shurs in the 1-on-5, not going to happen. INTZ a 5th round confirmed. A bit of a B-Stream update for you, Hugo. I know you're a big fan of them. Obviously over there we have Team 1 versus Envy. Map 1 going the way of Team 1, and that was their map pick over on Train. Dust 2, the map that we're in right now, is all tied up 9-9. If you recall earlier when we spoke about it, Envy was sitting 6-1 up. So Team 1 doing a great job of grinding back into that matchup, similar to what we saw earlier in their game versus United, showing that they can go blow for blow with some of these teams and grind them down over time, not just reliant on these fast little upset games. Imperial setting up for the B play, flash on ZQKS, and oh. Collateral for Yell. Okay, they're going to keep walking into him. And the thing is, it's a bit of a bait and switch, because now they're not ready for Zan in this position. This round's over. These B players are absolute stars. INTZ, a 6th round confirmed. 5 players stay up. Nothing to get too excited about there. It is only the eco for the side of Imperial. You weren't really expecting much. Now they have this buy coming in at the very least.
And no AWP behind it though, and that has been a big problem. I mean, last round being a great example, but KNG 12-3, Yell 9-3. These guys have really been locking down both mid and the B site. I mean, KNG pretty much all around the map, no matter where he goes. I've mainly been towards that A site though, but for now, he's back towards B with Yell. KNG peering down the ramp with Destiny close by. Tifa's tagged up early by that AWP in the B site, but Imperial not dedicated so far. They are out into middle though. And this close ramp position from Shiz could get caught out. Destiny wants to go peering in. This is not going to be advantageous because his legs show first, but it doesn't make a difference when he hits that kind of shot. Shuz getting picked apart. Now man advantage for INTZ as Imperial look to double back towards middle, try and take control towards his connector. Split into the A site. It is smoked off for now, which gives them the room to play with, and no one on short to stop them either, so INTZ will be very aware of this, but what is that mid-jump? What is this position from Zan? He just jumped out into middle. He finds himself a 1-for-1. Very dangerous, but somehow it works out. KNG even kills Showtime coming through the smoke, and now it's a 2-on-4.
And this is fast falling apart for Imperial. Let's not forget, this is an elimination map. Currently, both these teams sat 1-on-1 in the series as they traded map picks. Tifa cracked open the B bomb site, and this is forced a rotation from INTZ, but the bomb is on the back of this man at ramp. And INTZ, they actually realize, okay, maybe all is not as it seems. We don't know where this last man is, but no, they do now decide to commit to B. That one flash thrown in by Tifa is enough to change their mind. The issue with this is you've given up that 3v1 at that B bomb site. Now when the bomb goes down, the penny's going to drop very, very quickly that it's not B. Should at least. Hello?
Guys.
Hello?
There we go. Cello's worked it out. Oh, God, I can't imagine what the comms are going to be like right now.
What? There was just no beeping. What were they? He's plotted a silent bomb. DZT actually given plenty of time, and now might be able to make something happen. INTZ, this cannot be your undoing. Oh no, DZT. He's baiting out that first shot, just toying with Cello. There's no time at this point. What a disastrous round. INTZ gonna lose it on the back of time.
And the orb, oh, it almost goes flying up Cat. Oh, that could have been an even worse loss for INTZ, but yeah, that is going to tilt you if nothing else does. They were sat at that B site for a good 10 seconds with no bomb noise, like on the site, not close by, not a little bit further away. Yeah, they were on the site.
They were
the worst part is this comes after that bomb timer update sound where you hear different sounds for different sites. So all players should be knowing that at this point. It's been a few months, so yeah, that's a yikes.
I don't know how, I mean, there you go. It just goes to, I mean, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the very best of us. That's what we can know at least. You know, if you ever play an MM, you've had to apologize to a teammate. Oh, sorry, I thought it was this bomb site. Yeah, just quote this game. You can cite, remember the 10th round between Imperial and INTZ, elimination point at the minor.
I know you're never going to forget that now, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have that one ready, written down on a notepad, my list of excuses.
So you've been playing with Tom a lot. Cello's not got a gun. That's definitely not purpose. They have the money for it. Does he realize? Surely, I mean, he has to realize he's in connector. He's only on a USP. That's a big mistake. And Destiny's dead as well. That gun, irretrievable, too deep down on the ramp. Cello's still not got a weapon to play with. There's none dropped by. So this, I mean, talk about mistake. Back to back for INTZ. They are crumbling at the helm. It's Shuz to find another opener. Cello, the only man here. Hello. He's got a USP, though, so he's not going to be able to do a thing. And I don't even know what to make of this game anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what's gone so wrong for INTZ in these last few rounds. Charlie's like, I knew I left it around here somewhere. He's back in CT having a little rummage.
I'd love to see if Spawn had one. Oh, he's just found one, yeah.
Hey,
but
he's got an AUG.
That could be from the body on triple anyway. We don't know. Regardless, not a mistake you want to be making.
Could be a lot worse. It could have hung around the wrong bomb site for 20 seconds and lost the round. Down in CT, Cello. Let's see if his little scavenged AUG is able to get anything done. Yell's up on short. He'll at least be able to find this shot, you imagine, and that's Tifa eliminated. Cello, good for one. Yell. Oh, a real chance here. 1v2 as he was able to land that shot. The wall bang on to Showtime. What a roller coaster this would be if INTZ are able to claw their way back in to a 1v, well, it was a 1v3 clutch. Now turn 1v2. Yell over in CT, that bomb half ticked. He does have a kit, but if he doesn't find something soon, likely you just see him opt to back off and save. That said, this fight with Shiz could go his way, but it does not. Imperial picking up a 5th round. INTZ maybe considering taking a pause at this point in time.
Those were Shiz's first 3 kills as well, and if we look at how he's been playing, he was fantastic back on Inferno, the previous map. So for Shiz finding, his first 3 kills, maybe a bit of a confidence booster, a chance for him to start off, and now with only 1 round behind, we could see Imperial start to break into this game, take that lead back. Here and now, in fact, they can draw it up and break the money of INTZ. Looking like an A execute already. This bomb sat outside of the ramp. These early mid players as well, having rotated after doing damage to KNG, softening up one of the targets who is in towards that jungle room. But very passive on the A side for INTZ. We know how good their retaking has been this series, both on Inferno and Overpass, so looking for them to do a little bit of the same here on Mirage. They may have to do so as these smokes get set up over the A site.
Yeah, push coming in. Destiny going to get smoked off from CT. Imperial leading this charge into the bomb site. And they're going to be allowed to get this bomb down. INTZ now rotating players over. 5v5 in the post plan. Imperial, they've had plenty of time to work with. You can even see Showtime. He started this rotation around the bomb. Not plotted for mid perfectly, but it is plotted for connector. He can definitely make a case of watching it from there or from the stairs. Also just a surprise factor of this man rerouting in through mid. Destiny able to open up. ZQKS straight back with a response, and now Shiz up in the palace. Gonna go and find one more. Destiny's on this bomb, and he's sticking it. Doesn't have a kit, and he's tagged down low. Surely there's no way he finds this, and there is not. This round's over. Imperial gonna be tying things up 6-6. Somehow, things really have started to fall apart for INTZ.
Yeah, so those last couple of rounds coming back to bite them, it's definitely tilted them to some extent here. These have been some serious mistakes. And you cannot afford to make them when your elimination is on the line. Talking of which, in the decider match over in Group B on the B stream right now, it is MV versus Team 1. Second map, 12-10 for Team 1 after picking up the first on train. That being their map pick, so they're leading. They're looking to 2-0 Envy, knock Karrigan out of this tournament, along with the other Envy boys. In this case, though, the ramp push coming in from the flank. Tifa, is he going to be ready for it? No, smoke is down a little bit too late. They fire through it. Cello going to drop that player, and now guns can be retrieved in the spawn, but the B site's been lost, and DZT is cutting off rotations.
Or rather, getting cut down by rotations. It's Zan to retrieve him, and now bottom plant is ZQKS and Showtime. Standing tall, they have to try and stand even taller in this 2-on-4. KNG's over it short, has to wait for that smoke to fade, and Cello will land the short jumps. Now he's here to help out the AWP on INTZ. Ooh. KNG picks up the trade, missed shot, both players missing it all. KNG, quick double. INTZ straight back in with a round. Defuse will be found in the nick of time. Onplot maybe salvages something for Imperial here, but it's not looking great. Can you imagine it will just be the partial investment in round 14 so that they can get a proper one into the last of the half?
I get a lot of this is just off the back of KNG's star individual performance. He is joined by Zan this time at 14-6, but he's 17-5. This man really doesn't want to get eliminated right here, right now, and he is doing his best to keep INTZ in this game. 7-6. Imperial decide to buy up in second round, last round of the half. They want to try and challenge for 8. The issue is it could certainly result in them going down 9-6 if this one does not go well, and right now it's a close setup on ramp. No idea for Imperial.
He falls down here at the Rampicello, just taking a little peek on over. Oh, issue they might have is there's no one watching mid, and that means this push has been allowed to come up through connector. No one's actually ready for it. KNG, his attention's having to be split between this connector flank and the ramp. He gets flashed off, and there's one. We've mentioned how it's really been his star form that's kept INTZ in this series. Going to try and continue it now, joined by Zan, the other man who has been making a difference for INTZ. Flash rains in, Zan gets legged, but he's lucky to survive. Nade onto Zeg, QKS. Yell's not moving all too much, and maybe INTZ considering this save. Now that Zan's been found, you really don't imagine they're able to find much here. KNG, missed shot, needs support from Yell, and he's sat down in the connector now, just going to look to hold on to the AWP. It will be 7-7, all tied up. As Imperial able to add another onto their tally.
He will get away with the AWP, at least that's not going to be finished off. He doesn't run far, knowing that he could easily get sprayed down the hallway, as predicted. But AWP is taken into the last round of the half. So that force buy-ish kind of working out for Imperial in the sense that now they're not going to go down 9-2-6 in this one. They are going to equal it up for the last round, and this may even be theirs as well. You can see the limitations definitely clear on INTZ's buy. No kits aside from on the saving player. Close again towards Ramp. Do you want to challenge this again? It will work out this time. Destiny getting that first kill, but immediately traded. Luckily enough, Cello's up here by the balcony. So QKS has to remain aware of this position. And Yell's actually firing off from the jungle. 2 kills. The quick shot to DZT leaves Tifa in the hot seat. 1-on-3 here, but he does have the bomb in his back.
And a bullet in the face. INTZ 8-7 as they narrowly managed to win out the half. This one is still very much anyone's game. Find out which one of these teams will be continuing and who is heading home after the break. Second half about to be underway between these two teams. We saw INTZ narrowly edge this out with a 1-round advantage heading in to their T side of Mirage. Of course, this is the third map, not thirst, in an elimination best-of-3 series between these two teams. They traded map picks. We saw the day kickstart with a bit of overpass going the way of INTZ. Imperial then able to decimate on Inferno, and here it's been an even match, just as we thought it would be. This round, the tension's going to be over towards mid, where Shiz and Showtime shut down absolutely everyone. And Shiz, my word, where has this come from? 3 kills as he gets the hat-trick, leaving KNG, the man that we've spoke about so much, in the hot seat for INTZ once again.
He may have been good, Harry, but this is one step too far, I think. Bomb still dropped, and he's waiting for some aggression that will never come in. All this does is give time for that wrap from Tifa to come in through the spawn. KNG looking to finally make his presence known. And there's the spot. He finds the dink. Oh, it's the spam of the Glock, though. Never known for its accuracy at range. And this flank about to finish off his fate. 3-2. Oh, I think they're trying to go for the knife. Oh, no one's peeking on the site. This allows Tifa to get into position for this knife kill. And KNG is going to get blindsided. It's actually going to be the shot to the head. But either way, it's a round. 8-8 here, as Imperial do pick up that second pistol.
And that's something they've been very, very good at, Imperial. They were able to take both pistol rounds back on Inferno. Now they've taken both pistol rounds here on Mirage as well. Obviously, we already saw the way that Inferno went with those pistol round victories. Maybe we can look to attribute their success to that once again, if they manage to find something here in this round. They had trouble converting these back in the previous map. This time, though, it is just a full eco from INTZ, so you hope that that's not going to be a reoccurring problem.
The only problem here for INTZ is that they've got no guns, so looking like a quick A burst. Showtime playing close with the SMG as well should be able to mop this up pretty easily. No smoke towards that spawn leaves ZQK very open to dropping the bomb as well when they go for the plant. Waiting for this mid-wrap to come through from KNG as well. It's all down to the timing. Shiz is going to be making contact towards the connector, and if he turns around to face the Palace, that's when KNG could get this backstab in and try and take him down from behind. But the push is through. Zan has found the opener. KNG does surprise Shiz on the backline. This is a Glock round, ladies and gents. So this definitely should not be falling apart like this. Imperial need someone to step up now. The flashbang is perfect as ZQKS getting pushed back to 20 HP. That allows this bomb plant to at least be attempted. But Tifa does not want it to go much further than that. The plant is in, but so are the kills.
This is problematic to say the very least. KNG in with his second, and now Tifa and ZQKS both brought down so low earlier on in this round for KNG. This just becomes like shooting fish in a barrel, and he feels right at home. A 9th round for INTZ. What is going on in this series?
Well, we said it was a problem with INTZ not having money in that round.
That was just Glocks.
That was 1 PT50 and 4 Glocks, Harry. I just kicked a bottle on the
floor.
Yeah,
you're getting so blown away by this. You're throwing stuff around the offices, Hugo. You can't just break things. I know it upsets you when things don't go how they should in Counter-Strike. That doesn't mean you get to throw a monitor across the room.
Oh dear, what is happening? 9-8. INTZ now the ones with rifles after winning that eco. And it's a forced buy from Imperial. They have a chance to try and keep this game alive, but I'm out of words. I don't know what's happening. We had some tilting rounds for INTZ in the first half, but hey, it goes both ways right now.
DCT's been spotted over here in the ladder room. Obviously, the winner of this has to continue to play versus Bravado. So they can't afford to keep on making these sorts of mistakes. Mid control does get secured by INTZ off of the bat. posting Yell up in the apartments and now doubling back through T-spawn. This is going to culminate in the A play. Yell can look to route in through the lower tunnels. Deny some of these rotations, has support from KNG there. They're going to get out into the A-bomb site for free, and KNG's doing a downright fantastic job of maintaining control of this mid portion of the map. Will be the round for INTZ unless something goes very, very wrong. And with how this series has gone, I'm still not writing that off.
Anything is possible, Harry, even the impossible, as we're learning. 3 pistols saving here for Imperial. A flawless round from INTZ. That is going to be a huge bit of money going forward for them. If they keep everyone alive, that is, because look at this chase already starting to come through. They want to drop everyone they can from Imperial. Now, the contact's been made up on Cat, so KNG can flank lower, and they may not be ready for it. Oh, so much damage to 2 of these players. No conversion to the frag just yet. He's got a teammate joining him as well, making sure these guns cannot be scavenged and flashing himself in. Zan's going to get aggressive. The double flash as well. He's watching the wrong side. 180 back, but KNG is there to pick up the pieces. Both of those players getting dropped, and that is a good trade. 2 for 1. Not bad at all for INTZ. Another strong round with 3 kills from KNG. He's on 25. He's been the MVP of this series without a doubt.
Oh, most definitely. I think it's hard to argue otherwise, right? Because you look over at Imperial, and sure, when they were able to pick up that win back on Inferno, you did have players popping up. You had great rounds from ZQKS, for example. Great rounds from DZT as well. He was great on the entries, but that's the thing. It was much more of a team effort. For INTZ, it very much has just been KNG. Even this round, he's literally saved it. They lose 2 players over a mid, and then KNG kills all but 1. This is a pretty apt metaphor for how this game has been thus far. KNG on 29. Now, the most kills that we've seen in the European minor, in any of the minor circuits was in the EU minors. No, it was Valde dropping 40 frags in regulation. I feel like actually it was 43, now that I've said it out loud.
Either way, quite a lot.
Yeah, yeah, certainly more than is necessary. I'm curious if we can see KNG beat that.
Yeah, this game would have to go the full distance if that were to be the case, but these 2 previous games have been very back and forth.
Okay, yeah, Valde dropped 40. So let's see, can KNG go above and beyond that? Obviously, the kill records held by Config still. Valde wasn't able to challenge for that, but KNG is trying to give them a run for their money.
Oh, I like this setup in mid as well. Shiz is making contact, and they do not check the top of middle. Rare to see that happen. They're watching towards the window, and he finds 2. The drop from the window as well. ZQKS surprises Yell. KNG this time will get caught up in the apartment, so Imperial coming up trumps in this round. No deaths yet. And Zan running back. He's had enough with this one. Has got time to go back and try and grab the bomb, try and do something with this round, but it's going to rely on some pretty impressive kills I don't think Imperial want to give him.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get a leash back on this bomb either, so Imperial looking like they will secure this 9th round. Sad. Just looking to save. The one man who might throw that into question is Showtime. Really doesn't want to go down after the timer ticks away. And Imperial, they are hunting for him. They know the implications of taking this gun away after the time. Nope, they're going to get it. 11-9, INTZ, the lead they had is starting to dwindle. Tactical pause called in. Losing 1 round and they're instantly in with the tactical pause. They know that they can't afford to let Imperial build back in this game. You think about this thus far, and their CT sides have been the real take-home point, the real backbone for Imperial. Issue I think you're going to have is INTZ, they can just point KNG in a direction and he can find openers for them. Obviously this time we saw him at just then bested by Tifa up in the apartments. But it's not often that Imperial have been able to get the drop on KNG. This time around setting up down towards the ramp.
Fast play out, ZQKS, big kill to start things off. There's even a smoke under the balcony. I like that from Showtime because it gives the illusion that someone is hiding from the Molotov underneath it. It's going to be Shiz running through onto his death. And INTZ, a man down, they still have not cleared out this man at the back of the site, but he got a kill earlier. They should be somewhat aware, and KNG seems to be, but the shot missed from Showtime opens things up again for INTZ. 3-on-3, Destiny even deep in the jungle as well. Only position they've got to care about for the time being is a connector, and TZT walking with his back turned into Destiny, who had already crossed. Man up now for the T side, and this rotation could not come through the window room, so Tifa's got to be very careful as he flanks round the spawn. This bomb is not even out of ramp, and I like the call from INTZ. Just chill for the moment, hold close, wait to see if Imperial push back in. And if not, it's a very good chance Imperial, if they don't spot anyone, they can rotate back towards B, but they'll go out for a little bit more and to their own death. Not expecting INTZ to still be in the site potentially, as we see 12 rounds taken by this T side. A big money crunching round as well. They break the cash again of Imperial, who are down to 3K.
So here's something I'm interested in seeing, right? We know that the kill record still held by Config, 47. Now, the kill record specifically just for this minor circuit has been 40, as we said, set by Valve there. The old player used to hold the record was Henny, who, if you recall, was an old teammate and friend of KNG's. Obviously a teammate rather, that he was able to go on and play second with at the major.
INTZ have used a lot of these timeouts, but Imperial have yet to touch one. I definitely think that's an oversight from this team. You can see them being very, very, you know, talkative at least over on the side of INTZ, trying to work out exactly what their problems are. That was Yeldy guy in the middle, just trying to work out how to approach these potentially last few rounds, because INTZ are starting to get ahead of the curve. 4 rounds away from knocking out Imperial here in this elimination match. And then the day has only just started. They've got to go on to face Bravado after that. They execute here with the smokes, and the only question mark is this palace position from Imperial. If they push inside, which is empty for now, Zand is going to be coming in late, but these guys could easily catch him off guard. Oh, guess not.
ZQKS, yeah, you were hoping that transpired to a bit more. Now, Showtime will be given a chance. Ooh, they've just missed one another. This could be big, though. This is great for Imperial. Showtime has been afforded the opportunity not just to take one man, it's how much more can he find after that. There's the knife. Now he's got an AK, but Destiny's quick to trade him. He's not a fan of you knifing his teammate, Showtime.
That might make all the difference in the long run, because it's going to give them the money to bring in the AWP pretty soon, and that's been something they haven't been running as much on the CT side. Knowing KNG is on his as well is a big factor considering the performance he's having. But this round looks to be as done as can be. 13 rounds on the horizon for INTZ, just DZT to try and get something done with this pistol. But they're already chasing him down. They want the frag. Oh, nice bait. He's got them close in with a Zeus, but Destiny is so ready for it. 13 rounds taken, 3 on Destiny in that one as well. And this is it, one of the last chances for Imperial to keep this game alive.
Well, a bit of a B-stream update as we prepare to head in to these closing few rounds. Tactical pause called in for INTZ. And it's important to note, by the way, that's all their tactical timeouts used. So they don't have any more of them up the old sleeve. And here's the B-stream update, Hugo. I know you're a big fan of it. Team 1 versus Envy. We mentioned how that one got a bit down to the wire. obviously Team 1 sitting 1-0 up in the map pool after picking up a 16-8 victory on Train. Dust 2 was tied up 9-9 last time we checked in on it. It's currently in overtime at 16-16. That's on the back of a massive performance from Cutler, top of the board for Envy. Carrion coming in just behind, Nifty and Drone sitting bottom of the board right now. Certainly not what you want to see. But Team 1, any Brazilian fans out there, of which I imagine there are quite a few watching this game, it's been on the back of Bit, IDK and Maluki, the three somewhat usual suspects that we've expected to see showing up within that team. So that sounds like an interesting game. I'm going to keep you updated and see if that does go through to a third map. Let's now focus on this one. That tactical pause draws to a close. INTZ setting up over here towards ramp. Deterred by that early Molotov, haven't gone for the peak.
Oh, did they do it again, Harry? Did they forget to buy a gun?
Okay, like once in a game is fine. Twice, that's a little bit much. Because I feel like, you know, most, I don't know, you know, you're under pressure.
No, yeah, there's no, they had the money.
Yeah, I don't think you can make an excuse.
No excuse.
Oh well, let's see if they can get it done regardless, because arguably that's an even bigger ball dropped on the side of Imperial if they let them pick this up with just that Glock in play. 2 players fallen already at this bomb site. Rotation coming in from ZQKS. This is a very sloppy counter-strike towards the end of this match.
I'd like to think at this point it's not a mistake and that they're, you know, sending out the entry fragger first, expecting he's going to die and picking up the gun. But it's so hard to, like, I don't know that, right? And they've already done it before. Okay, yeah, so and the round they did it before was definitely a mistake. That was definitely,
because he even ran back to spawn, desperately looking for a gun. Now this time, maybe you can say, and this time it does make more sense. There's money for the buy in the next round for INTZ, so actually maybe this one is a smarter move from this T side. But as you say, I mean, we don't know. We can only guess. Maybe we're giving them too much credit, maybe we're giving them not enough. But KNG and Yell, these men certainly deserve some. ZQKS left in a 1v4. There is no hope for him in this round, surely.
He's ready for the wrap as well. There's one coming all the way from the B side. Now this will cut off his opportunity to save if he does go for it. So he is pretty much pincered into this spawn right now. Little does he know it, he's got a very low chance of getting out of this position because player already in the window, one in the market and one in the site. They know exactly where he is, caught between a rock and a hard place, but that shot missed. Will sign his death warrant. Zan gets the kill at the end of the round, and it's going to be a 14th for INTZ. 2 more left for them to get forward into the next matchup versus Bravado, and there's no money for Imperial. What do you do here? Eco, play for overtime when you're at 9:15? Or try and force buy and keep the dream alive. I think the eco is the best call to make, but honestly, there's no bad decision. This is a very rough position to try and play for OT from, but they will do their very best to get to that. Giving away 15 here to the T side and then attempting a 6th-round comeback off the back of their bye.
One man who it feels like we need to see have a return to form, or maybe even arguably 2, is you think back to Inferno. DZT over on the T side was a spectacle. The amount of times he was able to find openers, find advantages for Imperial. And then on their CT side, ZQKS was really the man stepping up. Now, here on Mirage, definitely not having as strong a time of things. And it does feel a bit like that's what we're lacking. We're lacking the AWPing prowess to go blow for blow with KNG. Now, that's no easy feat. He's definitely having an unreal game. But for Imperial, you don't have that point, man. You don't have that star power right now. DZT, speak of the devil and he shall appear. He's mopped up 2. Shiz is in with another, and we're into a 2-on-2 that never should have been. A chance for Imperial to upset in such a crucial round. Zand might have just stripped that availability from them, though, as he deals with the man that was wrapping in through T-Spawn. And now Tifa, all that remains.
He has gone for this long flank, but the issue is, wherever they go, they're going to be on the bomb site before he can stop them, assuming they just grab this bomb. Yep, there it is, taken for free. And the A site is theirs. 30 seconds left, but the plant will come in without a problem. It gives them ample time to set up for the post plants. Now, this wrap is good, but with only a P250, range will be the biggest factor. Oh, wait, is Zand going to stay here? Because he could get shot in the back. I think it's just been heard. Yell's just communicated it. Now they know it's down on the ramp. And Zand has turned back around. He's found the kill. But if that noise wasn't made, he was very open to getting shot in the back, giving a 1v1 possibly. It was very much winnable, but not going to be a problem. 15 rounds taken for INTZ. One more needed, Harry. They've been grinding out this second half, and it has all come up. There's...
Yes, since moving on to this T side, INTZ have just been unstoppable. And I think a lot of it does just come on the back of you. Your availability now, suddenly you don't have to rely on the enemy running into KNG. He can be the one to run into the enemy, which is always a good feeling. You imagine that's quite an easy one to IGL. Oh, Cello. Oh, this is not great over in the top of mid. She's going to spray down too, and he's slightly helped out. As Cello team kills, down goes Zand up in Palace in the blink of an eye. This round, it all falls onto Yell. 1v5 required, and that's not going to happen. So a 10th for Imperial. They're looking to try and grind back into this game. And the money has somewhat gone into an awkward spot for INTZ. They can still buy here. And the AWP's been purchased up, thrown over from Zand. Or Yell, rather.
INTZ's taking his towards B. We've really not seen the B side have too much action this map, especially not in this T side. It's been A round after A round for INTZ. Slower play to mid for this one, but they do have two players at the top to burst out when need be. There's AWP deep in the B apartments here for Imperial, and that's the only man here. Very reliant on him if we go for that retake on A that has been just all too often. But with Zand up here in the Palace, it does definitely hint towards that late A play that INTZ have just been continually doing round after round. 4 players essentially committed to this site as well for Imperial means that they are somewhat aware of this. I'd love to see a switch up, and now would be the perfect time to pull it out when Imperial are back in with guns. This bomb, though, wrapping into the T-spawn. Connector's been gained from this T side. Now we're going to see this split.
Molotov into the connector has perfect timing to delay this push. But as you said, INTZ are just back to this A play. They've been finding so much success at this portion of the map, and they say if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Well, maybe this play has finally been cracked by Imperial. Uh-oh, Tifa doesn't check close left, and that'll be his demise. This man advantage that Imperial had now given up. The bomb is going to go down in amongst those smokes. Nades raining left and right into this 3-on-3. Bomb planted for mid, and Yell finding that frag on a DZT. That could be the deciding factor for INTZ in this round. Not only has he clawed back the man advantage, but now we can just watch the bomb. ZQKS has to try and get the job done, and he can't. INTZ 16-10 as they take this series 2-1, and they send Imperial home. That will be INTZ picking up this series, meaning now they go on to face Bravado in just a little bit.
And look at the passion on those guys as well. Very, very fierce post-match, looking extremely energetic and ready to go into that game against Bravado. It does mean, of course, they're going to be a little bit worn out / warmed up. It depends. I think it affects every team differently, but these guys look ready to go back onto another best-of-3, which will, of course, be versus the South Africans. Not going to be an easy game by any means, but I'm sure it will be a bloodbath.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited now for the duel of Sonic versus KNG, and a lot of the questions to me are, can KNG keep this form up, right? That's a lot of pressure to put on one guy, and, you know, he's just had to do that 3 maps straight. But before we get to that game with Bravado, we're going to give this one back to Trace and the gang over on the desk.